have some cooking and some talks. I need you to like, I need you to share, I need you to subscribe, please.
Hey guys, remember, like, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. Let them know what Queen of Trades and the MKW crew is doing over here. Till the next time, bye.
What's going on, my people? Leemims here, Leemimsproductions here on Queen of Trades. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Keep up what's going on over here. I'm here today. Once again, you know, we on that Sunday inspiration or motivation. And top of the day to you whenever you watch this. I hope you had a good day or are going to have a good day whenever you reach this video. This is the week that everything has decided to go sideways. So we have the, let's start with the kids. We finally had enough of them. Just privileged. They don't have to worry about nothing. We don't apply so much pressure on them. At least not the old school pressure that we had to that volume, but I still apply it. But it's done with a little bit more sweetness, I guess. I don't know what the word is. Try to be a little more understanding. Try to go with societal norms and maybe talk to them and see what's going on. But at a certain point, I ain't trying to talk to you. You need to get yourself up, get it together, and do what needs to be done. You think I feel like going to work every single day? Sciatic nerve act up, doggone foot act up as a result of that, headache, pressure, deadlines, being at peace, trying to deal with your own self, because a lot of times we don't talk about our own self. We have our own things that we must deal with. Waking up in the morning, how we feel, going to bed at night. Might be frustrated with your financial situation, trying to get that under control. That was another thing that happened, finances. Figured out how to get out of that. Then turned around and now there's a leak in the house, in the valve. Got to get that taken care of. Little things. You're just trying to keep your mind in perfect peace. So I like to share with the people that I'm motivating and inspiring that this comes back to me. These videos, I play them back and listen to them my own self. So what are some things that we can do to try to keep ourselves in perfect peace? Stay tuned. What's going on, my people? What's going on, my people? Hope you enjoyed that selection, my interpretation of blessed assurance. So if you like what's going on, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe. And I need you to hit that bell so you know what's going on, not one time, but every time. Again, I'm Leemimsproductions here on Queen of Trades channel. We'll go ahead and break bread with you and talk a little bit about what we was talking about earlier before we went to the selections. Now, everybody goes through things, and I just want to be clear that, like I said last week, going into this week, it's been a rough week. I'll tell you, I ain't even going to lie to you. I'm going to eat a little bit. Like I told you, I'm going to eat a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit. Excuse me. My wife makes this. It's called goulash. It's real good. It's so tasty. I love that lady. So, we're going to talk about is the difficulties of life. A lot of times it's either dealing with finances, it's either dealing with the kids, or it's dealing with your relationship, work, etc. So when we're talking about the kids, I'm coming to the conclusion that you cannot make them do anything. You can coerce them, you can train them, you can teach them, you can try to reach them, you can try to love them into it, but you can't sit by them 24 hours out of the day to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. And it's going to take a few more times of me being a parent as I go through the days to really get it. It just seemed like old school was different. I don't know, maybe we was a little bit more scared of them. But there was a whole bunch of reasons to be. I try not to be so scary, but maybe the parents had a point. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm going to plan to do is maybe, and if you have something you would like to share with me, maybe you can teach me something. But the way I'm guessing this thing is supposed to go, I should teach them discipline when necessary, positively reinforce them when necessary, step back and have patience and kind of let the plant grow and see where it goes. I'm not really liking that whole step back thing. I'm not a micromanager, but it's like, dude, do you not see when you do it your way, it gets messed up and their kids, or they keep doing it their way and you're like, what? But then what bothers me is I know people who did it their way as a kid. They're still doing it their way as an adult and they still having problems. Now, we all gonna have problems, but I also feel like certain problems don't have to exist if you just go ahead and comply. If you don't comply, you die. You see what I'm saying? Is it me? I don't know. I don't get it. Yes, I do have issues in my life. My life is not perfect. But what I realize is I have less complications because I do what I'm supposed to do. I go to work. I come early. I stay late when necessary. I do my job accurately and as precisely as I can. I take care of my family, so that means I'm not going to act like a fool, off hours of work, cause myself to lose my job, etc., etc., etc. But it's just like trying to convey that to a kid is just like they can't see it, they don't understand it, because you're taking care of them. They have nothing to lose, they have nothing to gain, other than staying out of trouble with mom, dad, and the school. But it's like, it's frustrating. It gives me a headache right over my eyeball in the back of my head, and I just want you to get there. Now, I gave my parents a little rough time, but it didn't seem as rough as what my kids are doing. It was like certain things we just didn't test them on. You called me once, I came. Now, I might forget what you told me to do after I get there, but that's being a kid. I expect that. But the whole taking your time, getting there, and it's like, you're just not trying to be old school to the core. If you understand what I'm saying, you're just trying to hope, let's talk it through, maybe a teeny bit of punishment, you know what I mean, not so much using the rod. You don't want to yell, you just want to say, hey little Johnny, hey little Susie, just do what you're supposed to do. If I have to repeat myself one more time, I get it, maybe a third time, I get it, but I don't even want to do the third time. I want to do like a reminder, hey, remember what I told you? And then you get it done. But it's just repetitive. Parent hood is a bunch of repetition. I'm too old to be repeating. By now, how many times have I repeated myself? Sip. Goulash. I love goulash. Anyway, I gotta reach, teach, discipline, positively reinforce, step back, and have patience. That's where I'm at the patience part. Getting tired, getting exhausted. Finances, when we talk about finances, you want to go ahead and set a plan. You want to stick with it. You want to believe that if you be a good steward over the little, He will make you ruler over much. That's just my little faith piece that I believe in, and that's how I deal with that. There really is no rhyme or reason how to be better in your finances. If you're doing all you're supposed to do, you try to stay within your means. You know what I'm saying? If you're driving a Mercedes and you know you should be driving a Toyota, then that's kind of a problem. And you already know. But if you're doing the best that you can, you're doing a little bit overtime when you can, and you put money over here, hey, all you can do is keep the lights on, keep the cable on, keep the cars running, keep the family fed, keep it pushing. You're doing a good job. Everybody's not going to get to Hawaii. Simple as that. You can go ahead and do local things. But Hawaii might not be on your grid for now. Shoot for it. But if you can't get to Hawaii, hey, what's the big deal? You might not get that brand new, whatever, game system. You might have to get it used. You might not be able to get the Jordans for the kids. You might have to get what's under the Jordans. You may, and if you do get these things, remember, you're going to have to sacrifice, and you can't be mad about it. You might have to eat bag lunch for the whole month of November, October, and September to make sure Christmas is gravy. Simple as that. All right. And the final one that I want to talk about today, we're not going to talk about jobs. That'll be another one. We want to talk about relationships. It's really simple. You got to love the one you with. You got to be patient. You got to be kind. And love does not act ignorant or disrespectful or in that any way in that fashion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I realize the times that I have bump heads with my wife, it's something dumb. I didn't understand what she said, or I forgot, or she thought I said something that I didn't, or she didn't understand. So take time. It's hard when you got the kids, you got the dog, you got the job, you got the in-laws, you got your family. You got yourself you got to contend with. You got your wife you got to contend with, or your mate, or significant other, whatever you got going on, siblings, finances, sickness, illness, you name it, just achy back when you wake up. Guess what? You're going to have to take time to step back and breathe. Inhale. Woosah. 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 You know, y'all know what movie that is. And then I'm not going to tell you. Do the research. Woosah. And you're going to have to take a step back and see what you may have missed, because it might be on you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got for you today. I'm going to go ahead and continue eating this goulash, because this goulash is the truth. And I'm going to let you go ahead and get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Peace and love to you.
I have some mukbangs. I have some vlogs. I have some cooking and some talks. I need you to like. I need you to share. I need you to subscribe, please.